just go ahead and get stuff started here. Let me just. Hello? Is that. Did my camera do a thing? I didn't set this up. I just turned it on. It normally doesn't save nothing, and I usually have to adjust things and like push this over. I see you, bitch. I see you. I see you. Hey, how you doing? What's poppin'? It's me. It's Mick. After whoever. Welcome to 2019. I'm out here doing things. Am I? I don't know. I know I kind of disappeared, and especially with the last couple of posts being just podcasts, I have been trying to figure my life out, really and truly. What it is that I kind of wanted to be able to have an idea of what I wanted with the channel in terms of like the type of content. One of the things that I think I was doing was I was kind of just doing something, even though it's kind of what I want to do, but like not fully. And I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do for it, if that makes sense. So basically what I want to do is I want to kind of gear the channel in a direction that I feel comfortable with, and I think will make me be a little bit more inspired to make more videos and stuff. And I want to kind of try different things and things of that such. So and I've talked about this in a couple of the videos too. The podcast is something that I really like doing, where I'm just able to kind of just slap some gameplay on just like me being able to kind of talk about different things. I think I actually enjoy that, which is weird. Because then I feel like I have something to talk about. Plus, post commentary is really good with the gameplay because I don't even know what to tell you when I'm doing stuff. So, kind of works out for me. So that's one of the things that I want to do, and also trying to do more things that I think express my more comedic side. Like I'm no comedian. I'm not like the generic funny nigga. But I do be saying some funny shit sometimes, and I think that I am funny. I think so. Some people think I'm funny too. So, am I like slap your knee funny, or am I more like, get out of here? I'm that kind of funny. The second one. That's me. So I kind of want to do something like that. That's probably a little bit more. I don't want to say it's scripted because I don't think it's going to be scripted. I'm not going to be writing jokes and like, haha, punchlines. It's really just kind of more set up where I just putting myself in more of a situation to be funnier. Because I kind of just say shit randomly, but I really don't be talking a lot of times in a lot of videos because I'm usually trying to focus on the game. So I'm going to probably fix that somehow. I will. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to get that to work. And I'm going to do the podcast still. I also want to start up with the new series that I want to do. It's called Non-Gamers Play, where I kind of bring in people who don't play games or don't play specific types of games and make them play those. I think that'll be really funny. Also, not really sure how I'm going to plan on getting that done the way that I want. So, I'm going to have to wing it. Yeah. So, today, this video, as you would have seen, but floaty. Oh, sorry. Headlines. So, today, as you see in the title, obviously, it's Final Fantasy. If you're an OG subscriber and you're like a viewer from like back in the day, I say this like I've been doing videos forever. It hasn't been that long. But actually, last year around this time when I kind of progressed a little bit into my own. I think into more of a different direction from when I initially started. Because when I initially started, I was kind of like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then last year, I kind of was like, okay, I get it. And now it's like, okay, but this is what I want. You know what I mean? So I started off with a Final Fantasy video, and I got the urge, wanted to play the game, never really got far. I think I ended at like 12. But I got the urge again, and I think that urge coupled with my recent desires in playing I want to say Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, I think it's made me more susceptible to that idea of those types of games. And it has been actually pretty fun. I've actually enjoyed myself. So today we're just gonna it's a walk down memory lane, if you will. Just come with me while I show you what I've been doing in Final Fantasy. Just hit it with the oh shit. Alright, so we're back. This video is going to be pretty weird, and it might be kind of short depending on me getting into this dungeon. But the way that I'm going to do it is that I'm going to try to do cuts of stuff in between, because a lot of what I'm doing, I'm really just questing right now. And so I'm not really doing things that are really like that's entertaining, I feel, because a lot of what I'm doing is mostly turn it down. A lot of what I'm doing is mostly just like the fates that I run into just to get that experience, because I'm only level 55 and the max level 70. And so I feel like that's pretty dope for me, because I really, if you have any idea of the history of my gaming experience, I generally don't ever actually make it to level caps in games. I barely make it past level 25, to be honest. Hello. So a lot of this, I mean, if you don't know what Final Fantasy XIV is, I mean, I guess I can kind of explain it really briefly. It's an MMO. There you go. Explanation's over. We're done. Yep, that's it. That's all you need to know. But so basically, it's an MMO where you're an adventurer and you do things and you're like, oh my god, it's so powerful, blah blah blah. You do things with crystals. I don't know, something about the story. I don't know. I don't pay the story all the time. But there's a bunch of unique things that's about Final Fantasy that I like. That's different from when I really played, which even then wasn't really a lot. Back when I first remember playing the game, they had like cross-class skills or whatever it's called. So basically, hey, bitch, we doing the same shit. Bitch. Or the whalefish. So anyway, she's distracting me because I'm like, I'm trying to fight things and you can't be doing the same shit I'm doing, bitch. Back up. Back up. Up. Oh, we're done. Never mind. We're done. Anyway, so I used to have cross-class skills. The way that it works is that you had to get certain jobs. You had to get classes to a certain level. So, like, to be a white mage, which is like a healer, you had to get your, I think, black mage and conjurer up. So, you couldn't just start off as a white mage and just doing conjurer just to take you there. So I remember that, and that always seemed really weird, like of a grind, because you had to get one to like at least level 30, the other one had to be at least 15, and it was just really like, I don't want to do all of that. So they've changed that where now it's just really you are out here doing whatever. Oh, that's done. Oh, that was okay. That was quick. Must be nice with the power over there. But they've changed that, so now it's like you start off with whatever class that leads to that job, and then you kind of go from there. So that they made that a lot more streamlined, so it's not as daunting where you feel like you have to go back and then re-level again some like lower level class just to get to something that you want. So I started off as a Thaumaturge, Thaumas, and became Black Mage, and then what I really wanted to play was Red Mage, which is what I am now. And it's been like pretty interesting in terms of the gameplay and stuff like that. If you've paid attention, they have these things now that's called the class actions right here, right? And so for Red Mage, you do white magic and black magic, and you have to balance it out by doing spells that do both, and then doing a black magic to get this side to go up, and then do the other thing to make that side go up. And then once it goes all the way up, you go in with your sword and do some stabby Zoro stuff, and you know what I'm saying, and then you get the fuck up out of there. I fucks with it. It's pretty dope. It's like a weird. It reminds me of Cabal, where I was a focused blader and I had magic and sword skills when I did all that nonsense for no reason. So much PTSD. So yeah, so it's pretty interesting. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. And we just gotta keep going in. Great. I've actually been enjoying it pretty much, which is weird because when I first started playing it, I couldn't really stick to it. Like, it didn't really like make me want to keep playing. But like, whatever reason, I've just been playing it and then been enjoying myself and my time playing the dungeons and all the stuff like that. Although I can tell you this, what I don't like, DPS queues are fucking insane. So bad. But on the flip side, one of the caveats to this game is that you don't have to make alt characters to experience other jobs. All you have to do is unlock the job, and it's as simple as pressing the switching your weapon. That's all it takes to switch your class, really. Once you equip the weapon, you're that class. Nothing really extra or weird about it. It's pretty dope. So you can pretty much be every class on one character and then be able to play everything. So it's really good. And I think that's pretty dope. Now, of course, me being me, I want certain characters to do certain things, so I did make 2 characters. This one's going to be my more DPS character, and I'm going to still have him at least have one of each discipline, because of course they still have the Holy Trinity, tank, DPS, healer, and so I'm going to get a healer class, and I'm also going to get a tank class. I've technically, I think, unlocked... yeah, so I have, so this is the list of the class that I have unlocked. As you can see, I really only have Red Mage at 55 and Black Mage at 51, and then everything else is low. Samurai and Red Mage both start at 50, so I really didn't do much of anything in those. They just kind of come like that. But I at least went to the beginning levels of these and at least unlocked the ability to wear the weapon. So that means if I wanted to go and switch them, all I gotta do is equip the weapon, and then bam. And it's really fun too because you can set like gear, and once you set your gear, you can actually drag it down and make it like an actual button that you can use. So like I have, this is my Black Mage. I mean, you can see not much really change except the weapon because the armor is the same between Black Mage and Red Mage because they're both casting classes. But if you can see my Samurai, we can see that I switched up my clothes altogether, and now I'm out here with my living by the sword. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Let me just show y'all. Look, watch. Wreck yourself. Wait, you're not ready for that. I actually don't know how this class really works, so I'm really just pressing buttons. Yep. Oh, and so there you go. That was my brief showing of my samurai. That literally, I don't know what I'm doing. I just be pressing the buttons because I know they do attacks. That's all. That's really it. So yeah, so that's pretty dope because then it just makes it pretty easy to be able to kind of switch between those roles, you know what I mean? And then being able to do that, and then you can queue for dungeons as whatever role, but then switch to something else. Because right now I'm queued for DPS under a dungeon, and then I can switch to something else while I level that, and then be switched back into whatever it is. Or at least I think that's how it works. I actually haven't tried it. Don't quote me. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've been enjoying my time here and playing this game and doing all of the things. No one, damn it, don't look at me. So yeah, I'm having a grand old time. So that means in the future, what we're going to expect to see is some Final Fantasy content, especially when I hit 70 and I'm able to like start doing some of that like hard mode stuff. Like that's gonna be really dope. So can't wait for that. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my little dungeon thing and do that. And so be on the lookout. I'm gonna have more content for Final Fantasy, and we're gonna be out here with the shite. You know what I mean? So yeah. With that being said, oh, they fast. Oh, yo, all right, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mick out.
I've been working all day, all night. I watch the sunset. Who's on the horizon got me feeling like it's all set. Calling me to follow, so I wrap it up like offset. Even if I didn't, it would never leave my conscience going. Oh, nani. I'm telling you that it's on me. This probably won't be always, but still I won't regret nothing. And if I do, then I promise I'll be setting it straight. Yeah, I've been getting